Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. So today we're here with Toyota. We get to take a look at the all-new TRD Pro color. This is called Wavemaker. We have it for the 4Runner, the Tundra, and the Sequoia that you see in the background. I think this is a really cool exclusive color. Now we will be able to see this for 2027 on the non-Pro models. So if you're unfamiliar with Toyota, they release a new Pro color, and then the following year you are able to get that on some of the other trim levels. So with this TRD Pro, pricing should probably be about the same as the 25-year models with this 2026, and with the Pro it only comes standard with the iForce Max. So underneath the hood there's a 2.4 liter 4-cylinder turbocharged hybrid engine. It pumps out 326 horsepower, 465 pound-feet of torque. Now this truck is rear-wheel drive. It has the 4-wheel drive system, of course, weighs in just over 5,000 pounds. 0 to 60 is going to be right around 7 seconds or so. And then as far as fuel economy goes, you're looking at around 22 in the city, 24 out on the highway. Now we've actually been able to have TRD Pros as press vehicles. Realistically, you'll see maybe 18, 19 mpg combined. Now let's work our way to the exterior where the Pro has a distinctive front end design. You'll notice the Toyota badge up front along with the 20-inch LED light bar underneath that. Forward-facing camera, which is very helpful as we were able to take some Pros off the pavement yesterday, which we'll throw in some clips later. All of the gloss black accents are a great contrast with the blue. There's also rigid fog lights underneath, and then there's also the sensor for distance pacing right in the middle, and then all the parking sensors too. Now you do get skid plates up underneath for that added protection, along with some red tow hooks, which are nicely placed down below. Now you'll notice too, with the TRD Pro, it does have a redesigned front bumper to give you a better approach angle, and you'll notice too, the larger fender flares. Provides about a 3-inch larger width on both sides. With how big they are, they're finished off in gloss black too. And this comes with a lift kit. You get 33-inch tires. You'll notice all of the Fox suspension components are red, along with TRD for the upper control arms, and then that gloss black TRD wheel. Now this also has a lot of safety tech and technology features. So you have the camera, the turn signal, you get rock sliders up underneath, which are steel, to give you that added protection. And then this Pro also has the two-tone design with the roof being gloss black. I think that's a fantastic touch, just gives it a really nice look. Now this Pro has the short bed, so we have the 5-foot bed here. And then in back, you'll notice that we have a steel rear bumper. This is the ARB bumper. You still get the parking sensors, you get these recovery points, and these are also jack points too. So if you're off-road, you need to change a tire, you can use these points here to lift the vehicle up. Now this can also tow around 6,000 pounds, 6,500 pounds. I did make a video towing with a Pro with a 6,000 pound trailer. It actually does surprisingly well with the hybrid system. You'll notice TRD Pro stamped in that tailgate, which is very iconic. And then when we open this up, we do have the power tailgate. You can also open and close it by pushing on the taillights. Now with my experience owning several Toyotas and Tacomas, this bed space is very practical. You do get some storage over here along with auxiliaries. You also have a 3-prong outlet on that side, and you do get some storage over on that passenger side too. Now there's also another way that you can do this. You can just bump the tailgate and that will go back up, or you can also use the key fob as well. Now as we work our way to the interior, we'll head over to this side, where with the TRD Pro, you do get these ISO dynamic seats. So if you look at the back of them, there's actually the shocks there that you have several adjustments for in order to dial these seats in very nicely. You'll notice there's some carbon fiber-like accents and a TRD. Now, like I said earlier, we did take a TRD Pro out on the trails yesterday, and these seats are very, very good for high-speed off-roading. They keep you well planted in the seat, and you're not jostling around through the bumps and off-road. So along with the suspension, you have a very functional seat. Let's actually jump to the back though again. There's one downside to the seat, and that is legroom in the back here. Now, you do have cutouts here. So as you come back around and see, I can actually fit my knees within the cutouts of those shocks there. So for a midsize truck, I mean, this is going to be tight. If you don't get the seat, you do get a little bit more space, of course. And I have maybe an inch or so of headroom at 5'10". So for a midsize truck, it is what you would expect, but it is doable, it is usable. You could fit a car seat back here if you needed to. It's just going to be on that tight end. Now with the hybrid system, you do lose storage underneath the seat because this is where the battery system is located, but you do get a little bit behind those seats there. This also has the JBL sub located behind that seat. Now for the interior on the Pro, you have some really nice soft touch materials. You do get a dual purpose or storage bin here, which is very nice. And then you have your window controls and lock and unlock. Now this does have power operating front seats here. And once we hop in, very comfortable seat. Like I said earlier, you can actually see it moving right now, and you'll see later in the test drive just how functional these seats are. Now for the rest of this infotainment, let's go ahead and show you a clip from the 2025 Toyota TRD Pro, because this is all the same exact technology. So I'll walk you through all of that tech. We have the perforated leather along with that red leather stripe. And then on the right side, we have all the cruise control settings. You have mode and tuning, there's distance pacing there. And then on the left side, you have volume. You also have your Bluetooth adjustments. And then you have these arrows for that screen. So let's fire this up, take a listen to how this hybrid sounds. And so coming back to the digital gauge cluster now, if you're familiar with the newer Tacoma models, we have quite a lot that we can go through between these three settings and being able to customize each one. So you have a lot here that you can set up just depending on what you're doing for the day. The rest of the information is going to be fixed. So it's really neat that you can go through all of those options and you can do it very quickly. Now for the TRD Pro, you get all of the auxiliaries, you get that light bar up front, along with the cargo light that is located in the back. There's also the power outlet. You do have the option to put up and down the tailgate by using this button here. You have traction control, automatic headlights, fuel cap release, there's a dimmer switch, and then this is a really neat button. This will actually adjust the pitch of the headlights. So let's say you lift this truck even higher and you don't want to blind the sedans in front of you, you can adjust that pitch, which is really neat. Now you have some more of that carbon fiber-like accents. You get a head-up display too. So it shows miles per hour, speed limit sign, and your distance pacing. And then with the infotainment system, you get the navigation, you have your music. When you have your phone paired there along with your phone, you have some different settings that you can go into. Again, just like every other 24, 25-year Toyota model, you have a lot of settings here that you can also go through as well. So not a ton of information, but I do like the fact that you can put your phone on the system, you have a large screen, and you also have the camera system too. So especially with this model, we are currently in FOURR low at the moment, so we have this camera screen that will pop up for that 360 view. So that way you can see around, especially off-roading like we've been doing today. And then you can shut it off and you have some different angles here that you can get into, including that 360 view, which is very helpful. So again, you have so many different angles and views to see around the entire vehicle. Now you have a large power and volume knob in the middle, along with some air vents. You also have the trailer braking system too. And then we have some massive adjustments for your temperatures. Fan speeds right in the middle, you have mode where you'd like the air to go. You get heated and ventilated seats too, which is nice. Heated steering wheel, heated side mirrors with the defrosters there. And then you have wireless charging down below. You have some auxiliaries, and then a lot of storage space with your grab handle for your passenger. There's also the e-brake along with your auto hold. You have your four-wheel drive selector there, as well as drive modes. Now I won't be able to go through the drive modes while we are in FOURR low, but there's normal, sport, and eco for on-road. And then you have your off-road modes here for your multi-terrain select. You can go through that system where you have rock, mud, sand, and auto. And then you'll notice that the info or the gauge cluster there will change depending on that. And then you can also get into your downhill assist along with your crawl control. So I do have to be in gear in order to activate that system. Now there's also a trailer backup. You have a view button, so you can pull that up as needed just to get another 360 view. This also comes with a rear locker, sway bar disconnect. And then coming back to these seats, it is worth noting they are manual to recline and incline. You'll notice the TRD badge just underneath the headrest there. And then we have a lot of storage up front for this smaller size truck. Along with the door panels, you get passenger storage. There's also an auxiliary, so that way they can charge electronics. You get more storage on this passenger side where you have the grab handle, so if you're off-roading, you can use that. You have some more in front of that. You have the cup holder storage space, and then obviously the glove box and the armrest there too. We do get a sunroof as well, which is standard on this model. And so with all of that out of the way, yesterday we were able to take a 25 TRD Pro off-road. So we'll go through some slow speed and some high speed and really show you the capabilities of this truck. All right, so we'll switch over to a POV angle. That way you can at least see the speed that we're going and just get a feel for sitting behind the driver's seat in this TRD Pro. Definitely a sweet truck. I'm excited for my TRD Offroad, which I'll be doing a lot of modifications to, maybe be able to drive like this off-road.
Yeah, this is pretty cool. It just, you can tell, like, when Toyota says this is built for speed.
Yeah.
Obviously, you're not going 100, but for like 50-mile-an-hour Baja, this totally felt at home.
I mean, we don't have anything like this near us, so this is a treat in and of itself to really see what this is capable of.
All right, you're up. I love the power, though.
I mean, it's crazy. We're up to 40 miles an hour in dirt already with not even quarter throttle, really.
Like, you got that EV down low and then the turbo to carry it.
Yeah.
Get that tail out a little bit.
This is wild. Here we go. Ready?
Woo!
I mean, I know we're not getting any air today.
Yeah.
But that still feels cool. Man. I mean, it's like just another day to go to work, you know?
I know.
Wow. This is wild. So look at that, 40 miles an hour like nothing.
Sliding a little bit.
Getting a little sideways, yeah. Woo. I want to get to that other berm where it looked like you might be able to drift it somehow.
Yeah.
This is so cool. I mean, yeah, the suspension handling is amazing.
And the seats really are like not letting you get beat up.
Yeah, I know. I'm not feeling hardly any of this in the seat.
Yeah. These seats are way more, like, we thought they were gimmicky in the beginning, but these are so well designed.
Yeah. There we go. It's definitely really cool.
Yeah. I mean, we've never been this fast off-road and not be getting beat up.
I know. We used to go, 20 miles an hour was like, oh, we got to slow down.
Yeah.
Because you're just bouncing from corner to corner. I know I didn't drift that, but it felt like it. Well, that was cool.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet.
Definitely neat to be able to take this off the pavement like that. But now, from high speed, let's go to low speed. So we're gonna head over to the off-roading course where there's also a bunny right there, out in the middle of nowhere. And let's see how this does in the slow speeds, because with the suspension too, we're gonna get articulation and be able to do some rock crawling with it. So from 40 miles an hour to 4 miles an hour, now we have a camera system, which only pops up at the slower speeds here.
Yeah, you can turn it on and off, but then you can set up even auto to where it just pops up at slow speeds.
We're in 4 low now. We're not going to use any of the crawl control settings. I've made videos of that in the past with my 3rd gen if you want to see. I think it's really cool technology to see. A lot of people do like to do these by themselves, but you do have those tech features. If you're a novice to off-roading, it's definitely something, a cool tech aid to have.
Especially if you get stuck where it's like, I just need to get out of this right quick.
Yeah. You can let the truck do all of the work for that situation.
So we'll play with the multi-terrain select, so we'll just keep it in rock.
Yeah.
Seems like good for this circumstance.
We're not using the rear locker at the moment. Sway bar disconnect. Oh, I don't know if we had that in the high speed.
Oh, no, you wouldn't want that on.
Yeah, it'd be too loose maybe.
Yeah, you'd be rolling all over the place.
So we have, I did engage the sway bar disconnect. And so now, since I don't have a spotter right now, this is where the camera is really going to be cool.
We can even see underneath the truck, but look at the sky.
Yeah, like this is it.
But look, we have such a beautiful view.
So we know the bunny didn't run back in front, and we had a clear view, which I wanted to do on my 3rd gen so bad, install some kind of camera system, because it just makes it so much easier. Look at this.
And it is cool how it contacts the ground. I mean, these are probably 2 to 3 foot moguls.
Yeah.
It does a really good job.
A little bit of wheel slip in there.
Yep.
But
traction control was kind of fighting the front.
Felt like we had pretty good contact.
But for being, independent front suspension,
it
does a really good job. And now, pitch and roll, we're like 28, 29. We're about 30.
I'm trying to keep my head level so you guys can tell just how low that passenger side is.
You stay, keep your head with the truck, and put it out the window, you'll see how close the ground is. Oh boy.
There we go.
That rear end coming off the ground.
So we had to do that transfer real quick.
Very capable car.
Yeah.
But yeah, that camera right now again.
Oh yeah.
Because if we fell off the side, that would be a bad day.
Yep, look at that. All the rocks and just not,
Keeps us a good view around.
Now we don't have the spotter on this turn again.
But you can watch those cones with here.
Yeah.
Or the tape.
We should be able to do what the other lines were doing, right?
Yep.
So like right here, I can follow that corner.
Yeah.
Where I know we're not off.
Yeah, and there's the stripes on the side. No big deal.
Very cool. Very helpful without the spotter. Now, this is cool. Even at slow speeds, the suspension is still making it enjoyable. You know, it's not harsh.
Yeah, they did a really good job with it. It'd be interesting to see how a Trail 100 handles high speeds.
Yeah.
Since that one is more for the slow speed.
True.
But the Pro definitely has a lot packing. So now this, we will do the rear locking diff, but no need for crawl control, just do it manually.
And I think you can do the locker on the fly.
Yeah.
Where was the locker? Right there, yeah.
Yeah.
There we go, it's locked.
Yep.
Yep. And this I definitely won't be able to see, but these guys will help us out. So we do have the camera system, of course, but you guys ready?
Yeah, you ready?
Yep.
Hang on 1 second. You got this locked and everything, right? You've been up it a couple times.
Yes, sir. Yep.
Cool.
We're FOURR with it locked.
Cool. All right.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
All right. So we will follow our spotter up this line. And just nice and easy on the throttle. We'll keep our momentum going because we have a little bit of grip issues on this rock. We saw some of the other models doing it. Look, I can see the spotter too through the camera system, which is nice. Thank you, sir. That was fun.
Be safe.
Yeah.
Now we got
Oh, yeah.
You want to splash it? We keep it the window open.
Nah. Should we?
Do it.
Should we? Okay.
You only do this.
All right.
You're good right here.
Are we good?
Yeah, just go for it now.
All right, here we go. This is pretty deep.
I just don't go too fast.
Yeah. All right, here we go.
All right, well, a little bit.
Yeah?
Probably look more aggressive outside.
Yeah.
But
That was fun.
you can wade through good water and traction's good, and the EV power from the hybrid system. The hybrid is so the way to go.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's so
For
good.
sure. We drove a non-hybrid here, and it was good. The power felt okay. We're not taking those off-road. But yeah, the power in this, we can go slow speed to fast speed just like that.
Yeah, and then we got that downhill.
Ooh. Oh, yeah. So we
Dude,
didn't film that last time, did we?
Yeah.
All right, so we have a downhill ahead of us, and I was just cruising like normal.
Mike may have forgot that
And
there
the
was a
GX,
downhill.
yeah. I mean, you know, Toyota wants us to go places, so
I don't know how fast we were going.
I'll slow down to like 15 here.
Yeah.
So we're going about 15, and all of a sudden, whoop, there it is. Whoop, there it is. All the way down.
Yeah.
Definitely fun.
Definitely.
And as you can tell from that test drive, this truck also sounds really good too, especially with that hybrid system. This truck has the TRD dual exhaust. It's actually tucked up very nicely with this high clearance design for the bumper. You have plenty of clearance even with these exhaust tips right here. So Toyota did a really good job at giving you a truck that you can just take from the dealership to the dirt, and you have a very functional mid-sized truck. So aside from that, we get to take a look at the Wavemaker. What do you guys think for the new TRD Pro color? This is a 2026, of course, so we won't see this until next year. And then again, you can get it on different models for 2027. So if you enjoyed today's video, give it a huge thumbs up. Consider smashing that subscribe button so you can stay up to date with our daily uploads. I will see you all in the next video. I think it's time to take this out.